Welcome to BurghTakes, hosted by Caleb, Miles, and Logan. For all black and gold sports, it all starts here, nestled on the mighty Pittsburgh rivers.
Root for our home team, a new pirate generation. Everybody shout, let's go Bucs!
Welcome back to episode 21 of BurghTakes. I am your host, Caleb, joined by my two co-hosts, Logan and Miles. How we doing this week, fellas?
Great. Back in Happy Valley. Different background here,
I was just
but
going to say, different background,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah, hey, but you know what? The cheer of being here in State College is hitting me. So I'm gonna come at you with a good episode here today, trust.
Hey, we like to see
The
that.
cheer of Diddy State.
Yeah. So Penn State's been hot right now in the news lately. Hopefully it calms down a little bit. To the bright side of it. Going into Pirates baseball, we got one on the road against the Tigers. No, we were actually home for the Tigers, I believe. Framer Valdez for game one got the mound for the Tigers. He went 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs with 5 strikeouts. And it was another day for Carmen Mlodzinski. Another rough day from Carmen. 3 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, and 3 strikeouts. Everyone else did pretty solid in the bullpen except Yohan Ramirez. The Pirates did erase a 4-0 deficit and tied the game with 5-5 with a 4-run 6th inning, but immediately gave it up. Yohan Ramirez gave up those 3 runs. Pitching was kind of the biggest problem. We gave up 14 hits this game, 8 runs, and 7 walks, which really hurt. The Pirates offense only had 6 hits this game compared to Detroit 14 hits. Nick York did lead the way with 2 hits. Brandon Lau had 2 hits. Henry Davis had a hit, and Nick Gonzalez had a hit. And the Tigers do take the first game of the series, 8-5. We continue to see Carmen struggle. Even throughout this week when we go to the next games, he's still struggling. I don't know what the problem is with him. I know it's like an ego thing. Oh, you know what we said about last episode. Do you guys have any thoughts on Carmen?
I mean, my only thing was gonna be just he better never complain about the bullpen ever again.
Yeah.
Because we'll see later. I mean, it's obvious that that's the situation he feels comfortable in, or at least
Yeah,
a little bit better in.
He should be counting his lucky stars to get a roster spot after what I've seen from him. We'll get into the other 2 games, but that's a bitter way to start the series when you're supposed to be winning games and you just absolutely implode like this, man. They got to start stringing something together, and this is not the way you do it.
Well, going into game 2, though, was a bit of a positive. Kyler Montero got them on for the Tigers. He went 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs with 3 strikeouts. Another great outing from Braxton Ashcraft. Could have went 9 innings. I know you guys had that argument last episode. He went 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run with 4 strikeouts. Mason Montgomery closed it out with 2 strikeouts in the 9th. The Pirates did score 3 runs in the 5th to take control. Detroit managed only 5 hits and 1 run against us. And like I said, Mason Montgomery, he really is the real deal. And pitching issued 0 walks for the entire game, which really helped. Oneil Cruz had a home run. This was his debut back. He went 1 for 3. Spencer Horwitz went 1 for 3, and Valdez went 1 for 3, and Flores had 1 for 3, and then Jared Triolo also had a hit. And the Pirates went 4-1. Like I said, Braxton Ashcraft, he's heating up. Another great game from him. Like I said, I felt like he could have went 9 innings, but I'm not going to argue about that. Do you guys have any thoughts on this game?
It's just... No, go on, Logan.
I was just gonna say, I know I was arguing for the side of him throwing that complete game last time, but this time I feel like I'm more on the Miles side. So you're switching again? You're switching?
No, I'm not switching. I just think it's insane.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying I don't know. It's just it felt like he was at a different pitch count. It felt like it was different going into that situation. You know what I mean? And it was I feel like bringing out Mason Montgomery was the smart decision. And like you were talking about, if you want to save the arm, you want to say, because I think at least going into that, he was going to throw, if he was going to go to next inning, he was going to go to at least 100 pitches. So I feel like saving that, it's that's just my thing. He was higher than what he was last time. We were going into that 9th inning. So
the only thing I would say is what was it? I think he was actually on 80 some pitches in the 8th. Because there was the thing, if he would have closed it out, he would have been the first few pitches to go under so many pitches and back-to-back shutouts, which is I do agree getting him out of the game makes sense because it's a closer game.
Hmm.
But like the whole thing about keeping him in that 13-1 game was like for the history or for like you said
Yeah, yeah.
for the thing. Well,
Mhm.
why not keep him in for the second game when there's a better shot of history, not just a league wide history there. And there's actually that could be better, to rejuvenate your team rather than keeping him in a blowout. So I know we argued about it a few episodes ago, but just rehashing it, I feel like it was a little bit. It made a little bit more sense for him to stay in this game. I almost felt like.
No, I can see that. I can see that too. I feel like it's more of like a on the fence kind of thing. I mean, I feel like it could have gone either way, really. You could have seen him go out there, and you could have. Like, I mean, I feel like Don made the right decision in the end, but I mean, like, it was definitely up in the air for him to go back out there. Like,
Well, just switching topics to like Mason Montgomery, how good he's been. Like, I really want to
yeah,
talk about him.
yeah.
Like, he
I was
seriously
about
is
to
the big
say,
deal. Like,
yeah.
ever since like obviously we got rid of Santana and then kind of Soto came out of that. He's not really closing that much anymore, and Mason Montgomery kind of got that helm of like closing almost every game for us. And he seriously is really fucking good. I mean, there's a lot
Hmm.
of praise and not a lot of people not talking about it, but he really is. Like, I mean, the dude can throw 100 almost every single pitch if he wanted to. His fastball is really elite.
I mean, he's completely knocked. I mean, I know a lot of the reason Montgomery pitched here was because there was lefties in the ninth, but
Mhm.
like he's made it so like Weaver, the big addition, has been MIA. Like you can't even see
Hmm.
him,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
because Montgomery is the guy. He's the closer now, and I'm okay with it.
Hmm.
Like you said, I agree. It took him a while, but he got there. I mean, he's the
Yeah,
guy.
I was gonna say it looks like he's comfortable in that role. Every time he's out there now, I feel like, yeah, like you said, we finally found our guy, that closer. Like, I mean, it's just I think, like you said, Luke Weaver. It's like we thought that was the biggest splash of all time, but like but just I don't
He's
know.
not a
I like
closer. It is what it
Mason.
is.
I like
Yeah.
Mason.
Why couldn't he do this 2 months ago?
Eh, and also, I want to
It's
say,
true.
like Caleb, you
Well,
mentioning, I'm sorry, I don't know if this is off topic, but like bringing up Oneil Cruz hitting his home run in his
mhm.
first game back or whatever, or just. I know I talked about how you couldn't hit in AAA, but then all of a sudden this guy comes up and he can hit again. It's like I'll take that L on the chin. I was wrong on that.
But you're true though. He couldn't hit in AAA.
But he can
So
hit when it matters. So, and that's
yeah,
what
I
I'm
guess you're
saying.
right. You're right. He makes the team better for sure.
Yeah.
Um, Going into Game 3 against the Tigers, Jackson Jobe got the mound. He went 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, three strikeouts. Paul Skenes got the mound. He went 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs with 5 strikeouts. The bullpen did really solid. Paul Skenes did struggle with his command again. 46 of his 81 pitches were strikes. This was the third time in his last 4 starts he walked 4 batters, which struggled. Bullpen, like I said, was lights out after seeing Soto, Doval, Weaver, Montgomery combined for 4.2 scoreless innings. The Pirates did trail 3-1 entering the eighth, but Brandon Lau walks it off in the ninth inning, and the Pirates take the win 4-3. Flores, he led the way. He actually was the first. He actually got subbed into this game, and he went 2 for 2 for 2 home runs. Awesome from him. He's been really lighting it up lately, ever since he got the call up. I think he's batting over 300. Like I said, Lau, he went 1 for 3 with a home run. Nick Gonzalez, he had 2 hits, and Oneil Cruz had a hit. And the Pirates did win the series 2-1. Obviously, we haven't won a series. This is the first series we won since the Guardian series, so I guess it's good for us.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any thoughts on overall the series, and especially like Flores? He's been playing really well, and obviously we continue to see Skeens not to where he is at, where he should be.
Yeah, I mean, there's no excuse you can make for him now. We talk about it like every episode. It's just something different, but like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's the Tigers are bad too. It's like this
Yeah.
isn't a good
Well,
team.
I saw a video that I sent you guys from MLB Network about his
I was gonna bring
like
that
how he
up.
shows the
Hmm.
ball too much, and
Hmm.
I wanted your thoughts on that because I feel like he does show the ball a lot. When you look at
Well,
him from 24 to like when he got called up, like he didn't show the ball that much, and I feel like that is kind of like an issue, and that's the batters can clearly see what
hmm
ball's coming. Your
Yeah,
thoughts?
it goes back to the tipping thing. We got that source that we thought it was something, and if the analysts are now coming on to it, they're normally a little bit late to what the league's going on to about. So hey, I
yeah.
mean, if they're saying it, I think it's completely true. The guy's tipping pitches. We have to accept it.
Well, that's like what you said, Caleb. Whenever they were comparing to 24 and 26 right now, the guy, I forget who it was, the analyst I was talking about, but he was saying like, when I can see the ball the whole way, it doesn't matter how fast it is, which we already know his velocity's down. So they're seeing the ball the whole way, his velocity's down. That's why, like, like when you look at 24, the ball was behind him the whole time, and now in 26, his arm goes out so wildly, and it just doesn't look it doesn't look as controlled as
Mhm.
years past.
No.
And exactly, it's that fluidity. It just doesn't look
Mhm.
natural. It's because he's trying to change
Exactly.
things, which I know like people like in his early pitching mechanics were like, oh, it looks like he's gonna blow his arm out with this if he keeps throwing like this. But like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And now you tinker too much that he ain't gonna be the same, it feels like.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about him. I have nothing. But going into game one against the Dodgers, honestly, a really solid series. Yamamoto got the mound for game one for the Dodgers. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs with 9 strikeouts. Bubba Chandler, he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. Um, Bubba, not the best stuff from Bubba, but I mean, I thought he was okay. Just gave up that home run, and then kind of dialed down a little bit in the later innings. The Pirates bullpen threw 5 scoreless innings before the 10th, and Oneil Cruz did tie it 4-4 with a 2-run home run in the 8th. But the Pirates did fail to score with loaded bases in the 10th, and Tommy Edman next inning walks it off for a single to win it for LA. Oneil Cruz, yeah, I said he got a hit, home run, 2 RBIs. Nick Gonzalez had two RBIs. Honestly, 2 really solid RBIs that were very
Hmm.
important in the clutch. And Lau had 2 hits, and Brian Reynolds had 2 hits. I mean, it was on the plate for us to win this game. Dodgers won 5-4. Like I said, we had loaded bases, but the Pirates fell up short. Do you guys have any thoughts on this game? Any thoughts?
Yeah, like you said, we had a chance to win it. If you're gonna try to beat the Dodgers, you have to take your chances. And in this series, they just didn't take them enough. I feel like they
No.
did weren't lethal enough when it
Yeah.
mattered.
Mhm.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, honestly, it's just, I mean, from Bubba, it wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst, you know. It's just, but that's the thing going against the Dodgers. Like, I think we talked about it last episode, like when we talked about the series outlook and just these were series that we had to win to show if we're going to be competitors and show if we're actually going to be able to make the wild card and just, I mean, just from what I'm seeing, especially against a team like the Dodgers, which you would have to go through, it's just, I don't know. We're not really comparable.
Stealing one of those games would have
Yeah,
been a
Yeah.
big morale boost.
that's what
But
I mean.
losing two of them in the way that you lost, it just is terrible.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, when you have loaded bases, you have to score. I'm not even trying to blame it on Henry Davis for getting in that ground out, but like you got to
Yeah.
do something. I mean, at least pop it up, get something in. So terrible on them for not clutching up there. But going into game two against the Dodgers, Skubal got them out. He went 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs with 11 strikeouts. Obviously, Skubal's a lefty. We struggle with lefties. Jared Jones, he went 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs with 5 strikeouts. Jared Jones' 5 walks were the big issue this game. Ramirez gave up a go-ahead 2-run single to Kyle Tucker and took the loss. He was kind of the only one struggling. And Duvall actually got ejected this game. I didn't see this, but I guess he had an argument with the home plate umpire, and he got ejected. Oneil Cruz did have a 2-run triple in the first, and the Pirates scored only 3 runs in the first. They were shut out the complete whole game. Nothing really going. I mean, Valdez had 2 hits, Reynolds had a hit, and Flores had an RBI. Skubal kind of dominated. Like we said, we struggle with lefties, and we clearly saw that. But also the
Hmm.
game was pretty close. It was 4-3. The Dodgers did win. I felt like again we could have probably won this game. The Dodgers bullpen just shut us out. We couldn't really get anything going, and like I said, Jones, it was okay. Just the walks really hurt him a lot when it came to giving up those runs. Something that he needs to fix, and obviously, Bubba, I know he needed to fix that, and Jones needed to fix that, especially when their main pitch is a fastball. Do you guys have any thoughts on the game two against the Dodgers?
I just feel like when the whole MLB right now is talking about the Dodgers, especially Skubal, his first appearance was a little shabby. You got to
Mm-hmm.
go out there as a small market team and just hammer this guy, make a statement. Hey, they're saying you guys might not even be playing ball in 2027 because of these guys. Go out there and put out a statement.
Yeah.
I know
Well, I mean,
it's a little bit different than that, but
we
I,
got to
I
him
was just gonna
early.
say. I
We,
mean, yeah, yeah, we got to him early, but I mean, like, of course, he has the best game as a Dodger against us.
yeah.
It's so fitting for how much we talked crap about him whenever that whole thing happened. Just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like of course we struggle with lefties. This guy's struggling himself. Now we're the game that's probably gonna give him his confidence back. It's just it sucks. It sucks
Yeah.
being that team.
No, it's nice to be a Dodgers fan. Like that's
Oh, it must be
holy
amazing, dude.
fuck.
Could you imagine?
Well, going into game three, last game of this series, Pirates versus Dodgers. Blake Snell, another lefty. This was his game back, I believe. He went 6 innings, 2 hits, and 6 strikeouts. Luke Batcher's a bullpen game. Batcher only went 2 innings, 1 earned run with 1 strikeout. And Carmen Mlodzinski comes back out, 3 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs with 4 strikeouts. Carmen continues to suck. Khristian Curtis, we actually called him up this week. He actually played pretty solid. Curtis was honestly the only bright spot in this game, but Snell dominated. Like I said, we only managed to get 2 hits this game, and the Dodgers win 4-0, and they sweep the series. It would have been nice to at least get one game, but I mean, when you're facing Snell when he's on top of his game, when you're facing Skubal when he's on top of his game, I mean, this Dodgers team is just fucking loaded. But again, we could have won.
We could have. I think there's 2 things we have to take away from this game. One, we were completely vindicated in saying Khristian Curtis should have been pitching for this team months ago. When
Yeah.
he had that doubleheader performance, we said, "Oh, he should have been pitching. He can't pitch in 5 days." It was a whole hell of a lot of between 5 days, and when we saw him, we needed to see him, and this just proved it. And the second one for me, and you said it there, that was early Snell back in his, this year. It was his third start this year. I mean, the roster construction is that terrible. If you could just forecast any guy who throws with the lefty, you just know he's gonna absolutely dice the lineup because there's no way to it's insane. Like, as much as I want to blame the players, like, it seriously looks like this team just can't. Like, there's holes that are just not addressed, and they weren't addressed.
Nope.
Well, I mean, the biggest takeaway for me from the entire series was with how we couldn't get to the pitchers, really. We've never really got to them entirely. They all went 6 innings, and that doesn't help. I mean, the bullpen for the Dodgers is really good anyways. So, I mean, like, getting to them isn't going to help too much, but at least it gives you a better shot. But still, to get to them so late, it's just they had us right where they want us, like, pretty much the entire series.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I know this Dodger team is like loaded. Everyone's like, oh yeah, obviously the lockout's going to come because of them or whatnot. But seriously, I do think there's MLB teams that can 100% beat them in a Game 7
Oh,
series
yeah.
for sure. Like, this team isn't that loaded. Obviously we just don't have the holes to fit for a roster, and we obviously couldn't do much against the Dodgers. But looking in
Well,
the Pirates' outlook,
it's not going to be us. That's what you're trying
yeah,
to say.
yeah, it's not. But this team isn't as dominated as people think they are. Like, I mean, obviously Glasnow's going to be coming back. That's going to be tough. He's been playing.
Yeah.
Well this season since the injury. But I think this team, it's not going to be easy for them, I'll say.
no, I don't think it will be.
It's never easy in baseball.
No. But looking at the outlook for the Pirates, obviously we're in a 6-game away series. Padres are away, we go to them, and then the Cardinals, we go away for them. Another very important series, but honestly, I mean, we're 8.5 games back. We're 63 and 69, so it's kind of just slimming down to the the nitty gritty of all these games. But there's always hope. You never know if we could win this game. We never know you can make the playoffs or whatnot. But all we can do is just hope. But I mean, like we said last episode, we were 6.5 games back. Now we're 8.5 games back. So we're just keep pushing back on the losses. So yeah,
There's no hope.
Yeah, there's no hope, Logan.
Hope. I mean, dude, we're going these next 2 series. Both the teams are above us. I mean, the best we can manage to do if we sweep the Cardinals would be like 1.5 games back from them. It's like, I don't know. It's just, it seems bleak, and that's if we sweep the Padres too. So I mean, I don't know. It's just these teams are better than us. That's just that's how I feel about it.
There's no debating it. Like, oh, if we get a run here, we might be able to do something. Here, I'm gonna get this. I know we just talked about the Dodgers, but here we're hedging our bets. We know they're not making the playoffs. Ohtani, 10 at bats, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. Let's go Bucs. Let's hang that banner up there. Let's put that up there.
That's true.
That's a season highlight right there.
We can take that home and be proud about it.
Hey, Ohtani's.
I mean, honestly, that's where we're at.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing too good either way. But that's pretty much it for the Pirates. Obviously not a great outcome this week for BurghTakes talking about them,
Very
but
sad.
We'll see next series. You never know, but obviously it's just getting slimmer and slimmer for them making the playoffs. So, hey, but Steelers football is around the corner, and that's something to get excited about. Miles, what do you got?
Well, I mean, you say it was something to get excited about, and we were excited after that first game, but week 2. Not exciting. Shutout. I don't know if the last time I've seen a shutout. I mean, it was preseason, but we talked about the offensive mind from that coach, but was not good. Completely turned around. Now you're 1-1. You have 1 game left. but just starting with the quarterbacks where we always do. Only the two played, the two young guys, Howard and Drew. Caleb, what'd you see from Howard? Obviously, he had the interceptions. He didn't play how you would have expected, but what do you think? I mean,
Just looks shaky. I don't. It just looked like the whole offense for both quarterbacks just weren't going. Obviously, there were some drops from the receivers or whatnot, but like some of the play calls that we were making, running on like third down or when on second down, when you need more field advantage to get to the first down, I just felt like some of the play calls weren't there. Obviously, Will Howard played against the starters, and like we can blame Will Howard all we want. I mean, some of the sacks he was giving up. I mean, the offensive line just couldn't hold up against Bailey and all those guys up front. That's just what I saw. The two interceptions were pretty rough. One other, I think it was the second one. It just got really read really good by the receiver. I don't know who it was, corner. I don't know who it was, but he just read it really well. But yeah, it just not a great showing from him. But it's just preseason. He's continuing to grow.
yeah, I think it definitely took the wind out of his sails. Logan, your thoughts?
I mean, I'll say about like the interceptions. Like the thing I saw was like people were trying to blame Roman Wilson, saying like, "Oh, he was supposed to run this way instead of this way, so
Mhm.
that's why he was throwing it here." And it's like, yeah, but like at the same time, like on the one I can sort of see it, but on the other, it's just like, but it's like either way, it's like he's the one throwing the picks. You know what I mean? It's just they were a little rushed. They were rushed throws. That's to the O line. So I just think this was an all around bad game for the offense. I mean, like obviously there's some parts that you can blame on the QBs, but I just think this wasn't a great called game. This wasn't a great played out game. I mean, there were drops, there was penalties. Like we couldn't block for shit. I mean, it just wasn't a good showing for the offense at all. Especially as much as I raved about them last week.
But also the Jets, we saw on their first drive, they had all their fucking starters in. I think
Yeah.
Brees Hall was the only one. I think he's injured right now, but he was the only one that wasn't in. Garrett Wilson was out there. He was cooking Samuel, which was a
He
rough route
was.
on him. That was a nice dig from him. But I mean, yeah, they played their starters and they obviously outplayed our defense.
Yeah. The thing that I want to focus on is, like you said, the play calling. I mean, that was a defensive head coach versus an offensive head coach. But
Yeah,
I mean, before that, it
Hmm.
was what? I mean, what's his, Aaron Glenn? He's only in what, like his second or third season. Mark
second.
McCarthy's in what, 20th year. So I mean,
Yep.
that's regardless of if it's preseason. Like we said, there was players, the line, the receivers that just didn't do good. But like, it's a little worrying personally. I
Oh
mean, just
yeah.
seeing someone you're supposed to outclass, you were the one who was outclassed. I don't know. It's a little worrying.
Oh, also, I just thought about this. It's kind of worrying that the team that got literally no interceptions last year got two against us in one
Good
game. You
point.
know, that is insane. I just thought about that. So I mean, like like Miles, you just said that's a team we should outclass. That is a defense that sucks. That is
Mhm.
just a team that sucks, an organization that's cursed. So I mean, like, I don't know, just to get shut out by them at on home turf. I know it preseason, obviously, but it's just like you said, that's worrying. You know, they're not a good team. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna win max 5 games this year.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly. When a prized organization, a historic one, if it doesn't matter if it's preseason, a laughing stock should never be able to do that. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jets. There's two different classes and leagues between those two things. It should just
Hmm.
never mix or even go down this way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's the Howard situation. But what did we think of Aller? I mean, under below 50% completion percentage. A lot of people were brought back to reality with him. He did have that nice one, scramble gunsling down. But what'd you think of it? I mean, there was those drops, like you guys said, but his performance. What do you make of it? Grade it.
I would give him like a B plus maybe. I mean, I think like he made the right decisions. He looked good in the pocket, escaping and everything. Like you said, like that throw he made that was off his back foot with the defender right on his arm. So I mean, that was a great throw. So it just seems like every day he's getting better. I keep saying this, and every throw that he makes is like he makes at least like a couple good throws like every time you see him, and it's like, oh my god, this guy's the future. So it's
Yeah.
just like, I mean, yeah, it brings you back a little bit because he didn't score. There wasn't really a lot of good shit generated from him. But I mean, I don't know. Just the way I see it, the biggest winner of this is Mason Rudolph. But we could talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really have
Mm,
anything else to say about you. I think you got it on the nail right there. I memean, he obviously got sacked 3 times. He kind of had to rush some of his decisions because obviously the pocket closed up pretty quickly. I
Yeah.
mean, the 38-yard throw was really nice. It was kind of just honestly just easy. Like it was easy, not even
Rogers
like
esque.
just like a buttery throw, like not even that much, just easily been able to get that up there. I mean, the dude has an arm. But
Yeah.
I would say a B. I would say a B. It wasn't that bad. It's just terrible game planning, and obviously in the press conference he took accountability for his bad performance too, which was nice to see.
Oh, I agree. I mean, the thing I have to ask you both, and obviously personally, I mean, I thought it was a little bit surprised that Mason didn't play this game, and it was just the two young guys. But do you think third game is exactly this, where it's Will in the
Yes.
first and then Drew? I almost think you don't think they switch it.
No,
Drew
I
gets
think
the start.
well, I was gonna say like I think Drew and Howard are gonna start, but I don't see Mason playing at all. I mean, they already confirmed that they're gonna hold all the four quarterbacks. So I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
you don't
like
see
at
that
this
order
point.
flipping. You don't see Drew getting the start and Will second
No,
quarter because
I
I
said I
think
do
that
see Drew getting the
happens.
start. I said I do see Drew getting the
Okay.
start. Yeah. Because I think
I
they're
don't.
going to see him against more of like the starting defense
Yeah.
now and see what he can do. Like, because they like it's not a bad thing, but they've sort of like babied him through the preseason, giving like you said, Miles, like giving him the lower string guys and giving him the practice squad guys. But so I think it's nice to like, I think it should be the decision to put him against the starters and see what he can do against that, at least for like a drive or two.
Mm,
No, I
I don't
agree.
disagree.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
agree. I
so
have
let's.
nothing else to say. Yeah.
We're gonna have to
I
see
don't
if
think
we
Mason
call that
plays.
one correctly.
Yeah.
No,
I
yeah, he
mean,
won't. He won't.
I mean, who do we? I mean, thinking about obviously the quarterbacks we're obviously going to be caring for. Like, who do you think gets cut? Like, is there any player that stands out that
Uh,
you think that gets cut, or do we just not know? I mean, it could be anyone.
Caleb Johnson. Caleb
Yeah.
Johnson.
yeah.
Caleb Johnson's one that's on the bubble. I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So we
I
think
think
Eli's
Eli
gonna.
Heidenreich.
You
Yeah,
think?
I
Yeah,
don't
I was
think
gonna say
Eli
you think
might.
Eli.
Eli might not make it. He might get practice
Yeah.
squatted.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know, man.
I feel like
I
it's
guess.
the right decision. Like I know, like I guess now I'm just retracking from what we said earlier because I thought we were supposed to. I thought the smartest decision was to carry three quarterbacks, and now I'm
Hmm.
like, now I'm second tracking, just seeing how Caleb's used, seeing how Eli used. Now I
Yeah.
like kind of agree that we kind of should just carry four and just go
Well,
with it.
Yeah.
and that's the thing too. It's like for all of the bitching I did about Mason Rudolph and him not being on the team now, it's like now that I know for a fact he's going to be on the team, it's like I'm not happy about it, but I mean I get it. Like I get it, especially
Yeah,
after seeing this game that kind of like I said shows why we kind of might need a Mason Rudolph.
I was about to say after seeing Will Howard against the first string defense, it kind of has to give first
Yeah.
string Jets defense, like you said. It also
Yeah.
kind of has to give you a little bit of like, well, maybe we do need Mason
Yeah,
Rudolph.
yeah, that's definitely what I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly what I thought whenever
Yeah.
I saw that. So I mean, it's like, yeah, I know I was the big complainer about that, but like, it's like I've come to accept it and understand why we're gonna keep Mason Rudolph, not probably.
what do we think for the or not the fourth game, the third game against Buffalo that we play in the preseason? Do we start any of our starters? Like, I mean, obviously we haven't seen DK, we haven't seen Pittman. Obviously, they're not.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
They should be good to go for week one. I know they've been
Hmm.
battling injuries and stuff like that, but even for the defense side of the ball, I don't think we do. But
No. Yeah, I think this is the final week to test who makes the roster and who doesn't. So
yeah,
you're going to see a lot of no names.
Yeah,
But
true.
I mean, speaking of that, it almost seems like one of those guys in that boat was Broderick Jones, who played a ton of last game. And you guys said it, the offensive line didn't perform great.
It's
I just want
just,
to hear what you guys take away from that. I mean, it was not good.
I mean, all season I've talked. You know how I've felt about Broderick Jones and all that. I just like, I understand they want him to like they believe in him, but like Jesus Christ, I mean, he can't. I mean, a guy that just joined the NFL, Bailey. I know David Bailey's fucking talented, like he's really fucking good, but like, bro, he just joined the league and you're getting fucking outplayed from him when you've been in the league for what
I,
3 years, and you're from
Mhm.
Georgia. Like, come on, dude. Like,
uh,
I don't see any improvement from him, and it's just we're gonna see it all season when it's important downs. Broderick Jones, who's going to get the sack on him? Someone's going to get a sack on him, and it's going to be
who's
very
gonna
important.
hold Broderick Jones?
Exactly.
It's
I don't know.
No, and the thing is too is like it's crazy because I remember like one of my first tweets on my Twitter account is whenever Broderick Jones decided to jump on Aaron Rodgers' back, and
Mm.
I was like, this
Yeah.
guy's a terrorist. What is he doing? But like no, but like talking about football play, it's insane that we like you said, Caleb, no improvement in 3 years. Like that's the thing that gets me is that this guy was supposed to be like sort of developmental where he was supposed to get better and his ceiling was supposed to be really high, but it's just I don't see that. He seems like it's like almost the same as his rookie year.
Yeah.
Like the
Mhm.
mistakes he's making, the decisions, like it's just I don't know.
And
I don't
looking
really
back
see any
at
future with
the
him.
most important thing about this, just want him bringing them up, is just when he got drafted, the draft class he was in. We picked
Yeah.
him at number 14. The guy's available. Christian Gonzalez,
Yeah,
JSN, Quentin Johnson, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, Dalton Kincaid. I mean,
yeah.
there's guys out there that are stars right now for their teams, and we picked Broderick Jones, and we haven't seen any improvement for what 3 years. Like, I mean, that has to say something.
I think the only reason we picked him was because of Georgia and the whole Georgia hype after their championships and all of that. I'm
True.
not gonna lie to
Yeah.
you.
I agree. I mean, it looks like the only thing that's changed with him is his frame. Like he changes frame, he gets bigger, gets smaller, he looks
Yeah.
different, but nothing changes on the field. So yeah, I agree. But just in general, I mean, I think personally that outside like Dylan Cook, Iheanacho, even though we haven't seen much of him, and Fatuanu, I'm not confident. I feel like that those outside line positions are going to be bad. Like Frazier and McCormick in the middle, I'm solid about, and
Hmm.
whoever they play next to him, maybe for Spencer Anderson or Dunker if he gets there, Hoffman maybe. But
Yeah,
those outside tackles are bad.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
losing Samalu was pretty big. I mean, he had that veteran presence or whatnot when he went or we
yeah,
got rid of him for the Cardinals. But I mean,
Mhm.
yeah,
yeah. I mean, like you said, it's just like it's not looking good. It's not looking
No,
good.
it's
And I was one that was raving about like the O line preseason and all that, and talking about I think that they're building one of the best O line in the league. No, they're not. No, they're
you never
not.
know though. It's preseason; they're all not together. So like maybe it's
True.
different. Maybe it'll be different when the season starts. But yeah,
I
it's been a
think
big problem for us.
prediction right now, same old Steelers with the old O line next year. It's just going to be the
Yeah.
same bullshit with the holds and it's going to be the same, and with the D line, same shit. Not going to be able to hold a third down. Not going to be able to stop them on third down. It's every fucking year,
Well, the
every
defense
year.
was really like this I mean, this game
Mhm.
specifically, it was not good at all, and just
That's what I
it
mean. Like
really
the third
it
down defense
wasn't.
was
It
horrible,
wasn't at
Mhm.
horrible.
all. And I know our
Yeah.
starters weren't in or whatnot, but like still, I mean, just imagine everyone in. Like, is it going to change? We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few like that Spears Jennings played pretty good in that game.
Yeah.
Landon Roberts, I know. Rashawn Jenkins had a decent game, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just it feels like the guys who stood out on the defensive side of the ball just aren't going to be the ones who make poised for big impact.
Exactly.
To me,
Hmm.
I don't know. It almost felt like Peyton Wilson was out there a lot of times. Didn't
It
really hear
was.
much of him.
Hmm.
No.
Like it
Hmm.
just feels like there's a lot of guys that I feel like need to do more.
No, I mean the
Uh,
broadcast showed it with Peyton Wilson. Sorry
Hmm.
to cut you off, but like they showed him,
no,
oh, Peyton Wilson's in, didn't see anything. And
Hmm.
they showed him multiple times. The broadcast was talking about him and saw nothing.
I was gonna say, like you said, like it felt like multiple people weren't stepping up. Like Herbig, didn't hear shit
Hmm.
about him. Queen, I mean, he got a sack, but like other than that, really nothing out of him. It just felt like there wasn't any strong performances or anybody that was really out there, like just like trying to compete. Which I get it, it's like preseason, but it's like I want to see that edge a little bit, maybe. Like you don't got to go 100%, but it looked like those guys weren't doing that much. Like they weren't really out there. It just felt invisible. I'll
Hmm.
say.
I believe Highsmith played this game, and I saw some things good from him when he was able to get quick to the quarterback still. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's going to be a good pass rush if they put it together. It just there's
Hmm.
going to be a lot to be left to desired. We're gonna have to see if the last preseason game answers any of it. But one thing we do have a little bit of, the new saga unfolding is the Joey Porter Jr. situation. There was reports, I think it was what 2 or 3 days ago, that multiple
hmm,
teams are considering him for a potential trade,
yeah,
because of this contract situation. And then, now you have the social media stuff with Joey and Brisker and a lot of people posting stuff that, don't want to read too much into it, but like if you do read into it, it gives you some optimism. But I don't know, just what you guys want to make of it. The trade thing was a big surprise to me.
Hmm.
I don't know your guys' thoughts if you would even consider a move or, what you guys made of that.
I don't know. To me, it felt like a bluff from the Steelers, in my opinion. It just
Really?
felt like, I don't know. It just felt like something that
Hmm.
wasn't really ever supposed to be serious. I think I saw Mark Caboli talking about like something on Twitter where he was saying that it wasn't really like what they were making it out to be. Like they weren't really shopping around. Like they made like no calls or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. I think that it was just kind of like to wake him up, I guess, maybe, like do
Hmm.
something like that. And from what I've seen a lot of people saying that it's like it could be done tomorrow. He's like, $120 million, and it's like I don't know if I'm inclined to believe that, but I would be happy. I mean, I'd be happy to get him back. I feel like I wrote about it in my article. I said like with the market the way it's at now, I think 30 million is the number you have to hit if you want to bring him back, or you're gonna have
Mhm.
to wait till next year and franchise tag him. But if you want to keep him for the long run, you have to hit that 30 million mark this year. And I've seen.
Hmm.
I wanted to ask what you guys thought about it. I saw like stuff on Twitter about James Harrison saying like he should sit out if he's not paid. Like I don't know if you guys feel about that, but I mean it's just that's like it feels like the whole situation's getting a little bit tight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
hope
mean,
he
I
doesn't.
agree. No, he
I hope
shouldn't.
he doesn't. But like, I don't know. Like, it's getting close to the first game. I mean, the game's September 7th. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we saw he posted on his story and stuff like that. And Brisker posted today and all that of him and his jersey or whatnot. So yeah, like Logan said,
Mhm.
he might be getting signed tomorrow. I mean, I hope he gets signed. I mean,
I agree.
I just, yeah, I don't. I mean, what I said before in the other podcast and stuff like that. I thought like maybe let him play this season, see how he is, and then yeah, give him the money he deserves. But again, when you look at his stats, he hasn't given up many touchdowns when he's one on one with
Zero
someone.
touchdowns.
Literally zero.
Zero.
So that has to say something. Yes, the flags are a thing, but dude, he's elite. He's our best corner. Give him the money. I mean, even if you go out and trade him, like who are you going to go get a draft
And,
pick for next year?
Mhm.
Like it's not
and that
just sign JPJ. He's young. He's still developing. Like the dude can be a star in the NFL, and he
and that
he,
was
he really is.
and that was my whole point about whenever I wrote the thing about Keanu Benton and like what it meant for JPJ is like if you're gonna pay Benton, why not pay JPJ? Like you should have paid him before Benton. And that's just
Mhm.
like that's just my opinion on it.
And I
Like
haven't
it's
seen
just
No,
shit from Betten either this
yeah.
preseason, unless I'm just not watching the fucking games. Maybe I have to
no,
go
no,
back
I
and look if he's
agree.
done
No,
anything.
you're
I
not
haven't seen
wrong. You're not
anything from
wrong.
him.
Well,
So
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
even if you want to look at your own roster, you've been trying to build a secondary for so long. You have a number one corner for once.
Exactly.
He's finally solid. You gave up your all pro safety, so you don't really have insurance. Then you look at your
Mhm.
defensive line. Gabriel Rubio, they just drafted. He's had a hell of a good preseason. That's a new nose tackle if you really didn't need Benton.
Mm-hmm.
So like they can replenish the D line. I don't think they can in the corner, and I don't think they've seen it that way, which is wrong. I don't know. I don't agree with it. I
Do
don't
you
know.
guys think he gets
Yeah.
30 plus million? Do you guys think that's the
Oh, he
number?
has to.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like with the market, that's just the number you have to hit with him. 30
I
million.
don't think it'll
I think
happen.
30 million, but like I think that should be the max. I don't think he should really get that much more, but I think that's the number he's gonna want.
It definitely feels like it's whatever the number is. It's at least the total in the year is so much more than what it would have been if they have just would have done this 2 months
Exactly.
ago, which
Exactly.
is the real
Hmm.
problem, and that's what it should have been. I don't think
Hmm.
if you would have swapped the urgency of any of these, if you would have been Herbig or Bent, like you said with Benton, if you would have waited to get those deals done to now, the exponential increase that happened here with
I
Joey Porter would not have happened with those two positions.
And I was just gonna say, dude, every like Caleb, I get your point about like waiting the next season and like paying him what he deserves, but it's like the longer you wait, that price is just ticking up and up and up and up and up and up. So I mean, if you're
True.
gonna complain about paying him 30 million, then don't fucking bitch whenever he leaves for 38 million. Like
And whenever teams are interested in him,
that's what I
like
mean.
you said, the Steelers are not doing these calls. The report was is that other teams want these calls.
Yeah,
Joey Porter Jr. should just be asking. If I was him, I'd ask for more and more money. There's just more and more
yeah.
proof that you're wanted.
That's
That's
why. That's
how I
why
see it.
it's. That's why I'm saying like they're digging themselves in a hole. That's the whole point of what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. They're digging themselves in a hole, and if they don't sign him by tomorrow, it's just gonna get worse. So
What
I
is
hope
even
the
it?
rumors are true, but I don't think they are. I want them
Yeah.
to be true.
How much cap space do they have?
I don't
Like,
know off
can
the
they?
top of my head.
It,
I guess, yeah. I guess
they
they
I'm
can.
have
I
not
it.
guess
Rain
they.
Man.
Yeah. But
We're not numbers guys. You know this.
I mean, yeah, they should pay him. Uh, but that's pretty much it for the Steelers. Obviously, next preseason is Thursday against Buffalo. That's going to be away in their new stadium, by the way, Highmark
Hmm.
Stadium. Obviously, terrible constructed stadium. I just wanted to say that
I was
before
gonna
we
say
move on.
terrible field,
It's really
terrible
bad. It's
field.
really bad. I think they paid over 3 something billion
Dude, it
dollars, and they
looks
have so
basic
many.
now.
it's a complete soccer stadium, and I think the guy
Oh
that
yeah,
designed it was actually a guy that designed soccer stadiums, if I'm not
dude.
wrong.
I saw somebody say like if it was like, in the middle of summer, whenever you go to a game there, you watch a game on TV there, it literally looks like they're in Jacksonville or
They have
something.
the
Like it could be in like
smallest
any other
jumbotron.
stadium. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
They have the smallest
They have
jumbotron,
the
really?
smallest jumbotron
No way.
in the NFL. I believe that's true. I think I saw
No
something.
way.
It's below the NFL standard
They got to
for a
get that
for a
arrowhead.
three
They got to get
point.
that arrowhead scoreboard. That's
Like
for
it's really
show.
bad. Even some of the seats, there were some seats where like literally blind spots. You can't even see like if you
I
sit,
saw
I don't
that.
know,
I saw
somewhere
that. I
some of
saw
the
that.
blind
They said
spots
I
you can't
found the
see the
worst
end
seat.
zone.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that are pretty bad. And
Yeah.
for that much money, I don't know.
Oh, and that's
It's
the thing
not.
too. I feel like I feel like the thing was it was like hyped up that they're getting a new stadium. It was like, oh my god, like oh the fucking geometry of us turning it this way and all the wind and it's not going to be
Uh,
so cold and all the snow and it's like okay, but then you made it boring. So it's like you
yeah,
don't have the same scary atmosphere that you used to have.
yeah,
Like
it's
at
pretty
least from
bad.
what the preseason games looks like, you don't have the same atmosphere. Like whenever they used to be at the old Bill Stadium, you could see like the fans
Mm.
on like the or on like the field level. Now you can't even see them. It's like
Mm.
it felt so enclosed in the old stadium, and now it's like the pressure of that's like kind of gone.
Well, there was
Yeah,
some
if you
talks
were
about us
so
getting a new stadium. Of us
I
putting
saw
money into that.
that.
I saw that this week. Something about that it probably could be our tax money that's obviously going to be
and
contributing to
and
that.
Obviously,
Mayor O'Connor said they will not leave the North Shore.
they
He
better
did.
not, man.
That would be the most stupidest decision ever if they did
I mean, they've dumped so much
that.
money in the North Shore already; they can't leave it. Like, that's just how I see it.
Yeah, could you imagine it without the stadiums? It'd just be a casino
Yeah.
and parking lots.
Oh, dude, it was like I guarantee you, like 80% of those businesses down there would probably die. Because then what? You only have the Pirates to go down there and see and then go to the bars after it. No one's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Moving on to some bonus content. We only have one bonus content. I wasn't able to watch it as much, but I just wanted to mention it because next week's going to be the big championship for it. PGA, the BMW Championship was this week. Wyndham Clark won the BMW Championship. He's been on a heater lately these past couple tournaments. Wyndham Clark won at minus 17. His shot at final round of 70 for par. He won by 3 strokes over Patrick Cantlay. Kind of took it away in that 16 hole. Cantlay had minus 14. Rory played okay. He went minus 13, kind of struggled late on the 16th, 17th, and 18th hole. Scotty Scheffler did struggle though. He obviously won the champion. He won the FedEx Juniors Championship last week, but he wasn't himself. Apparently, he was dealing with a hand, foot, and mouth disease during the week. And obviously, I don't think you can get taken out of the BMW Championship. I think you're forced to play it. So I think he was forced to play it through what he was going through.
That's
But
wild.
Clark, yeah, I don't know. When I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck?" But
You're telling
he
me I
obviously
can't
didn't.
pull out? Like
Yeah, I
what?
don't think you can pull out. I think that's true. I might be wrong, but I don't think you're allowed to pull out at
That's
all.
insane.
Like if you're in there, you have to play it. But it was a big win for Clark. He won $3.6 million, another big payday from him. But the Tour Championship is next. There's 50 players in the BMW. Now it's down to 30. So there's 30 advance to the Tour Championship for East Lake for the
Hmm.
FedEx Final. So
Hmm.
whoever wins that wins the FedEx Championship. I don't have anything other than that. Hopefully Scotty comes back and wins it because you never know when his putter goes hot, he can't be stopped. So
Hopefully that
uh,
hand, foot, and mouth disease goes away.
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah,
say I can't believe it. Hearing this news and then looking at it. Oh, he's still the odds by 3 times the favorite. He's still a 3 times favorite. Like, really? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what I would do here, but if I were to bet on this, I'm thinking give me Ludwig. No, 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 he's not even playing. What are we
Oh,
talking about? No, no, no. Yeah, give me Auberg. No, give me Ludwig Auberg.
Yeah, apparently I guess you
Third best
can't
odds.
withdraw from the championship. I don't know though. When I play the fucking video game, off topic, when I play the video game, I have to play the BMW championship. So that's why I thought like in real life you can't
oh, so
forfeit out or you
are
can't
you
get to the
serious? You're
I'm
basing
being
that
dead
shit off
ass.
a video game?
I'm basing it off the PGA
Oh my
2K25
god,
video
dude.
game. So I thought because when you
Oh my
can't
god.
disqual you have to play the BMW championship to get to the tour championship. If you withdraw, then you can't get to that. So maybe I'm
All right,
completely wrong.
my
Um
pick for the FedEx Cup. Cameron Young's winning it.
Mm,
okay.
He's winning it.
mm.
I would like Wyndham Clark to win it again for the boys.
No, fuck
Uh,
him.
Really?
Yeah, he's a part of Bob Does Sports. He reps their brand and stuff like that. So I'll go with have a day A. You know what I'm saying? The caddy reps the brand. I saw a story on Bob Does Sports and I thought it was funny. So I'm gonna go with Clark again. Bro, he's been playing really well, especially quieting the haters and all that.
He
What
has
happened with
been.
the U.S. Open? Like he's won two really big events. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be interesting tour championship. I'll be watching. And we'll talk about it for next week's episode. But it's a pretty short episode here. That's gonna end it for BurghTakes episode 21. We'll see you in episode 22.